An undead is stuck while someone is running from others. It's Al. She runs but is blocked and surrounded by both sides. She runs to a door, gets in and chains it, breaks a car's window, picks up the walkie and tries to contact Morgan or June. She is in the south of the hospital, in a parking garage. She has found a news vehicle. She gets in, checks the cams and starts it by wires. It's a police car. She has a shotgun and runs towards the hospital. She is at the place where Jim had fallen. As she turns behind, it's undead Jim and Martha. She asks, "Where are the others?" Martha says, "You don't make others weak. I saw your interviews." She wants her to convey her message to Morgan. She runs out of bullets and Martha hits her. She opens her eyes. June is here. They found her on the road. She tells them about seeing Jim. They're collecting wagons to leave for Virginia. June asks, "What did she say to you?" She says, "She asked me to deliver a message, but I denied." John says, "You have already delivered. She recorded it." Morgan watches it. She is still on the rot to make him stronger. Day converts to dark. On their fire camp, upon asking, Morgan tells that it's called Alexandria, and there's a few other places. Al says, "Which has a king and a pet tiger?" Lucy has found a truck full of petrol. Morgan suggests first meeting at Polar Bear's truck stop to pick up boxes, and on their way, they will keep them at mile markers. John is here to take Morgan's place for duty to keep an eye. John says, "I know your intention." Morgan says, "She's dying, John. She thinks that after dying we become stronger, as he understands her since he used to be the same." Morgan gives John a guide to Alexandria while he'll go alone. John says, "You almost got killed doing such a thing before, and now again?" He says he'll get to Alexandria and maybe with Martha. John and others will wait for 2 days at the truck stop. If he doesn't come, they will come to find him. John says some fish don't come in the catch, and she is that same fish, and so are you. Morgan says, "Perhaps I am." He leaves. He keeps walking and tries to convince her on the walkie. She says, "I knew you would come, Morgan." She is at mile marker 54. He says he's coming. Lights turn on. They all are here. Alicia keeps her weapon. Wendell and Sarah make coffee and serve them all. Al fills bullets in her big guns. Charlie brushes. Victor says, "Our mansion is waiting for us. We can go whenever we want to." Lucy says, "Let's find something new to live." June smiles at John. He asks, "What?" She is remembering Bill's store. John says the storm has sealed their way to the cabin. She tells him her insecurity that he'll know she's not that same woman. He says, "I recognize you." She wanted to tell him that now she knows who she is because of him. She needed him, and they lovingly kiss. Morgan gets to a police car. Jim is here. He peeks inside, opens the door and puts him to rest. Carries him, closes his eyes and sees her. Gets to her, asks if she has a weapon, says hey, and turns on. He says, "My people can help you," and takes her to the police car. He gets in, starts, and sets off towards his people. He gives her pills to clear her infection. He asks about the place where she lost something. John is on the walkie. He tells him that he's bringing her back. Upon her asking, he tells her they're going to Mississippi. Sarah says that the 50-watt transmitter outside can convey his message, but he can't hear him until he gets closer. Upon Victor's asking, Al says it will get them to Virginia, and it did run the engine without coolant. Undeads are here. She gets down and tries to pull out a knife, but she is feeling dizzy and falls. Alicia shoots the undeads. June and Morgan get her. They decide to get inside. Martha sighs and says, "My husband. His name was Hank. The apocalypse had just started. They were getting out of the city. She was driving. A vehicle was pulling out from here and there. Someone hit her. Her Hank needed help. She stood on the road and kept asking for help, but nobody stopped to help her." He says, "I know what you're thinking, but it's not true. You're stuck." June tells Morgan that Al and all of them are sick. Something is wrong here. She can't hear him, but she has heard. He speeds up and asks her to hang tight. As he gives her pills with one hand, she pulls him, and the car gets into an accident. She says, "I told you I'd make you stronger." She writes something on his forehead. He gets up, and she's here. He says, "Our end should not be like this." She says, "It'll be like this. You can't help them now." She wants him to either kill her, or she will kill him. June radios that he needs to come quicker. Whatever it is, it's increasing. Undeads have gathered outside, and all of them are on the ground. June gets to take a water bottle and notices that their seals are broken. Martha has poisoned them. June lets Morgan know. She admits it. He mixed antifreeze. He tries to tell her, but she can't hear him. He furiously wants to kill her now. He sees himself in the car's mirror and stops. He pulls out a piece stuck in his leg, gets up, and cuffs her to the car. She is crying. She says it shouldn't end like this. He leaves. He keeps walking on foot. Tries to contact them. He keeps going and keeps trying to contact them. He finds a car, turns it on by wires, and drives. Al is sweaty. He takes a specific tape, turns it on the camera, and watches. The car is out of fuel, and he walks again but now falls. He is not able to get up. Al is in emotions of past memories. He tries on the radio. Al can hear noise on the radio. She gets to it and attends to Morgan. He can hear her, but she still can't hear him. Now she can hear him. He tells them about antifreeze. June says ethanol is its antidote. There's a truck full of ethanol outside. Morgan says he's coming. June attracts them, Al opens the door, and they start their action. They kill and proceed. There's more, and a lot. Victor gets to the truck with a can, but the hose is stuck. Undeads are going away from the windows. Al screams to lie down and fires till it runs out of bullets. The ethanol truck has gone leak due to bullets. Morgan asks about the situation. June tells him that ethanol is gone. There's no more anywhere. Even if there is, none of them is able to go. Morgan says he can't lose anyone. He can't lose them. John says you're the strongest person he has seen. The signal cuts. He throws the walkie. Kills undeads in slight anger. They are almost passing out. Al records her message for whoever will see it to keep those tapes safe. Victor says, as I tried to stop dying by drinking, I succeeded. Alicia says, I thought I'll get another chance. Charlie has at least seen the beach. Morgan is here, but they're worse. He asks, ethanol is alcohol, right? He stopped at a place and has brought beers. They all drink and are now recovering. John says it's your first and last time, Charlie. June says she was given poison, John. Sarah, Wendell, Victor, Alicia, and Lucy laugh. Morgan washes his face and looks in the mirror and exhales. They get to the place of the accident. Martha is gone. She has turned. As she turns, he finishes her and buries her under rocks. Morgan says now they're not going to Alexandria. At least, not him. Martha turned like this because nobody helped him. He asks Lucy if she has polar bears' journals. They reach a place where polar bears started all this from. It's a dam and used to be a denim factory. He had turned it into a shop. Morgan says, I'll not force you to stop. Alicia says, it's not just about boxes. We have to do what Mom used to say. Name it something else. To find needy people, Al has tapes of people around this area. Morgan smiles at her. They all look at her surprisingly. Their convoy gets inside. It's a good place to start. They are all ready to go and leave one by one, saying on the radio that we are coming to help.